Hey everybody, Jimmy Rance. I want to ask you a question. I want to talk to you about relocating. Would you consider doing this? Now I know this would be a decision that I have to make, but I'd like to run it by you. Would you consider ever giving up your house that you've lived at or lived in for, say, going on 19 years? And I hate to use the word downsizing, but I guess it would be like downsizing to a manufactured mobile home, but in another state like Florida, from Colorado to Florida. Would you consider doing that? Would you consider that being like a real huge step down? Or could it be possibly, in some ways, could it be a step up? Now, what do I mean? Like here in this house, for example, I own it outright. I have to pay property tax and HOAs, and I have to pay like for the insurance on it. You know, and that adds up. Over a year, it adds up. My normal bills here, just regular bills to live, are about $600 a month, believe it or not. Now, but I'm not really figuring in property taxes on that, so I'd have to really bump it up. Let's say $1,000 a month, just to be more realistic, $1,000 a month to live here. That's not counting food, that's just to live here. But again, that's figuring in HOAs, and that's also figuring in the taxes, the property taxes. Now, here's the thing that I want to really look at, that I want you to discuss with me, and I really wish you would talk to me about it, give me your opinion. Because if I'm just sitting here talking, and if you don't interact, then this is just a worthless video, basically. So I'm asking for your opinion. I know I'm the one that's got to make up my mind on what to do. But I could sell this house, okay? Let's just say, I hate to put a price tag on it. Let's say I sell my house for $500,000. But let's say I walk out of here with $400,000, just to be, you got to pay this and make some repairs, and you got to make concessions. You just have to. So I'll walk out of here with $400,000. Now, I can go to Florida and I can buy a absolute beautiful manufactured mobile home. They're nice, man. They're really, really nice. They have the same creature comforts that my house has. In a lot of cases, they're even better, really. And so I could buy one for, to be honest with you, $100,000. I could pay cash $100,000 and get a nice, almost new, manufactured mobile home. That means I could take $300,000 or so, or close to it, and put that in the bank. Have another home in another state, in Florida, a place that I'm not really that familiar with, to be honest with you. I'm not really that familiar with this particular area that I'm talking about moving to. It's in Central Florida, not Orlando. It would be south of Orlando. But what I'm really looking at here, I've said many times in videos that when I'm in this home, and it's a nice house, but it's a museum of memories, and they're good memories, but those good memories are kind of turning into some sad memories. Because everywhere I look, I see my family that's no longer here. They're no longer on this planet. And it's very, well, it's just sad. Let's just be honest, it's sad. Can I ever get used to it? Yeah, sure I can, but is it worth it? I don't know. And then there's something else that I want to talk about in this, sell this, pay $100,000, $130,000 or whatever for a manufactured house. Really nice. I mean nice. It would be inspected, everything. Live in a really nice resort type area, or over 55 community or whatever that's supposed to be, where they got clubhouses and pools and pickleball and tennis and all that stuff, walking trails that I don't have here. But I want to talk about, well, kind of two things. The problem, though, is there I would have to pay probably, I don't know for sure, anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a month just for, I guess, what they call lot rent. I wouldn't own it. I'm basically paying rent to keep my manufactured mobile home. But I don't have to pay HOA fees like I do here. I don't have to pay really a high amount of home insurance like I do here. I would not have property taxes like I do here. So there's a trade-off. And then there's that thing called quality of life. Now here in Colorado, it's a beautiful state, man. I mean, this is one of the prettiest states in the country. If you want to get out and go up in the mountains and look around and see what this state has to offer, it's absolutely beautiful. But when it gets to be this time of the year, in the wintertime, things shut down. It gets kind of cold, it gets snowy and icy. Like I was saying on my last video, whenever it snows and the roads are all icy and sidewalks, I have to go about 3 blocks to get my mail. And being 71 years old, I don't want to fall. And walking on icy concrete doesn't thrill me. In Florida, pretty level. It's not a lot of up and down, hilly kind of country. I wouldn't have that icy problem. And in most of the situations, there's a mailbox right out in front of your manufactured mobile home. You don't have to go walk 3 or 4 blocks to go get your mail. It's right there. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to decide what would really be the best thing for me to do. I've been so confused about this over the last 4 months. I have no idea, and I feel like I only have one chance to make a good decision, because if I walk out of this house is really truly my nest egg. When you own something that's valued over a little more than $500,000, you better not screw it up. House for a manufactured home. Now, I know a lot of people out there have these bad feelings about manufactured mobile homes, like they go down in value. Not really, not today. When you're a senior citizen and you live in a house, you're gonna still have the same maintenance and yard work and crap that you gotta do. No matter how old you get or how bad you feel, when that grass gets tall, you gotta go cut it. Or you're gonna have something called the HOA board breathing down your neck. And if you don't behave yourself and bend to their little rules, they'll put a lien on you. They'll put a lien on your house just because you didn't do something that they wanted you to do, which I find appalling. Appalling. Now, would I have that problem if I go to Florida, for example, and I bought a manufactured mobile home? No, I don't think so, because they take care of the yard. They do all the landscaping. That's all part of that $600 to $1,000 a month. They take care of all of that for you. Nobody takes care of that here but me. And I'm getting to where I'm getting tired of doing all this yard work and stuff. It's a lot of upkeep. It really is. And I don't always feel like doing it. Not because I'm lazy. As you get older, it just becomes harder. You know, it really does. Then I have to consider like weather. Now, if I'm living in the central part of Florida, do I really have to worry about hurricanes? I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I've lost 2 houses on the Mississippi coast due to hurricanes. Lost 2. One of my houses it was reported like over 25 feet deep of water where my house was. So let's just say that house just got totally destroyed and had to be rebuilt. Now, in that one house that I lived at. The city, I think they put they condemned it. You can't even build a house. The house that I lived in is gone. Can't even build anymore on it because every time there's a hurricane, the water rushes in from the Gulf. It fills up the bayous. The bayous back up and flood, and it floods your neighborhood, destroys your house. So anyway, I don't know why I'm going there. But would I have that problem if I went to Florida? I would not live by a river or a bayou, number one. Number two, I would probably evacuate. I'd have I don't know, maybe set back 10 grand or something just for kind of like an evacuation fund, you know what I mean? To get the heck out of there. I mean, your home would be insured. Do these manufactured mobile homes, like I was saying a while ago, do they depreciate like everybody says? Not really, not today, not today. You know, a lot of people stay in apartments and condos and stuff, and those HOA fees go up, 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 up. I don't see how people do it. I don't see how people can pay $2,000, $3,000 for a 1-2 bedroom apartment. I don't see how they do it. I don't know how they do it unless they're just making ungodly amounts of money. I don't know. So that's, I guess, the question today. Keep my house, pay my $600 to whatever, $1,000 a month, whatever it is to live here. HOA, big property taxes, big insurance, homeowners insurance, deal with that. Go to Florida, pay cash for a really nice manufactured mobile home in a very active community where if you want to do something, there's always something to do. If you don't want to do anything, you just stay home. You just keep the door shut. Have quality of life. No ice, no 3 blocks to the mailbox. You can have food delivery, restaurant food delivered, you know, receive Amazon packages, whatever, just like I do here. It's all about quality of life. What do you think, guys? Let's talk about it. Colorado versus Florida. I don't know. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. I'm Jimmy Rance.